And this is my colleague Anjali
Okay.
on the other hand. Anjali, can you put your camera on,
Yeah.
please?
Hi, sir. Hi, Avinash.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
So basically, Avinash, this meeting is on a recording, and all the inputs that we share with you here will be sent back to you so that you can review the video n number of times. Okay. So Anjali, you can take it forward from here at any point of time. If you need my assistance, I'm always there. Okay.
Sure, sir. Sure. Hi. How are you, Avinash?
Fine.
Yeah. So, Avinash, I just need a little bit details from your end. I guess you're currently in 11th class, right?
Yes.
And you are looking for abroad education currently for yourself, and India is also a priority, right?
Yeah, India is a priority.
Yeah. Can you give me any idea, like you belong to which stream background and what is your academic scores in 10th?
In 10th, actually, right now I'm chosen commerce stream, and in my 10th, I've scored 88%
No,
as an
you can just give more details. Commerce with maths is a optional thing actually, right? So
Okay.
that's another thing. And then mathematics. Now you can tell about
and then
class 10.
overall of 88% I've scored
In
class.
10th class.
Hmm.
And your preference in terms of the study, you're looking for both the places, India and abroad, both, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Any preferences in terms of university or in country abroad?
Uh,
Nothing of that nature. That's why I discussed with you earlier too, actually, right?
Sure.
We
Right.
are not into this particular stream, so not sure about that. We only know about probably UK is one best place actually wherein we can study maybe the commerce, finance streams. Well, actually, maybe I'm talking on his behalf because
Right,
this
sir.
is through my experience actually, right? So maybe
Right.
be aware of this. So that's the
Mhm.
reason I'm just indicating that to you, right?
Sure. Sure. So basically, any listed any course preferences you have, like in your mind, like you want to pursue some certain course?
yeah, IPM.
Okay, so you are looking for integrated program, which is IIM providing currently,
Yes.
right? You're preparing yourself for that, I guess, so from Pratham only.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're already enrolled for the traditional universities,
Yes.
and now you might be seeking some help for how to prepare yourself for the abroad one.
Absolutely.
Right? Great. So see, I'll just give you a little bit idea about the thing that how does like we, abroad universities admission criteria, what exactly they ask for and everything. So let's suppose if you'll talk about the country wise. So I hope you might have heard about SAT.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So basically, there are a lot of universities in US, basically in US and Singapore, they do ask for SAT in terms of any kind of a criteria. But if you'll talk about abroad university, so most of the country, like if you'll talk about, we'll cover up all country wise. So all country majorly looking for your academic scores. In academic score, there are two kind of a things which they cover. First is your 10th, 11th, 12th score, right? And second is SAT, where is majorly required in US or some of the universities in Singapore, right? Second thing that they required is your extracurriculars activity or your co-curricular activity. Means they want to know what as per what you have done apart from your academics, right? Let's suppose you are saying that you want to go for management as an option, right? So they want to know that why do you think that management is a course for you to opt? Why you are interested towards management only? Why not economics? Why not finance? And why not other things, right? So there it comes the extracurricular activity in terms of their requirement of admission. Can you tell me, like, have you done anything in your extracurriculars or co-curriculars currently in your 11th or 9th or 10th?
Actually, 9th and 10th had been COVID, so it was completely online. And in 11th, basically, there has been nothing much. And about recently, there was a culturals event going on, and I've participated in the Shark Tank, which was going on over there.
Okay, why? In your school itself.
Yeah, in our school.
So are you presenting any ideas like that?
Actually, we have more time for that, and we are coming up with more ideas.
So is it a like a group activity or as individual?
Yeah, it's a group activity.
Group activity. And how many people are there in your group?
3,
Three
including
people, including you.
Yes.
Fine. Okay. So, okay. Any idea that have you like shortlisted any idea from your head? What are you going to present there?
Actually, what we have thought of is there's a lot of milk wastage going on in India, and
Hmm.
this with this milk wastage, there is like using some chemicals in laboratory, you can make wool out of this milk, which has
Hmm.
been going on around in the Italian countries.
Hmm.
We are working for it.
Okay. Great. So, do you think so that you can do, like as an individual can do something like that also, which may we can say that Avinash have done something as an individual?
As an individual, it can be done, but lots of efforts need to be put. So
Yeah. Okay. So there are two type of so do you want to like add on? Right. So there are two kind of
Nothing
extra
actually,
curricular.
right? Yeah, nothing to add on, but yeah, it requires a collective effort actually, wherein probably we need to involve some agencies, government agencies, or maybe some volunteers actually, specifically to look at this cooperative societies, or where people are kind of volunteering for such kind of efforts actually to prevent either the one he is saying about the prevention of the spillage of the milk or something actually, right? So
Right.
maybe that sort of requires, it's not a single man's job, I would say.
Right.
Right?
Right. Right.
So,
So your school is also helping you with this?
actually, we are yet to pitch this. So currently, no.
Okay, fine. So basically, okay, this is one of a very good point you can keep in your in terms of your profile as well. So I'll just explain you two things here, that there are two kind of extracurriculars. One should be related to the academics, and another one should be related to the maybe some passion you are having towards something, right? Extracurricular, which is related to academics, means we can say Olympiads, we can say any kind of a debate competitions, any kind of a maybe any kind of a research paper writing also, anything like that which we can consider as a part of our academics. And non-academics means something which you are passionate about, maybe sports, maybe something else that you think that you can do it and you are good at it, maybe something that you have a leadership quality, or maybe you have some ideas in terms of starting your own thing and you want to help somebody kind of a thing, right? So these are the two basic things basically which consider as an extracurricular activity. Why it is important in these? Yes, sir.
no, nothing else. Go ahead. Nothing
No,
else.
Mr. Ritesh. I guess
Oh,
Mr.
okay.
Ritesh wants
Yeah.
to.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
The point here is that when you look at abroad admissions, these universities, they have a different perspective than the Indian universities. So when you look at Indian universities, the entire admission process is either based out of merit-based admissions or they are based off entrances.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
But when you look abroad, the situation is a little different. They do not only look at a particular entrance or your academic scores. They try to look at whom they are judging. What quality of a person are you, and how will you add value to the present peer group in the university itself or to your batchmates?
That's true.
So the point of understanding is here that every individual who is involved in the admission process of a university is actually looking for somebody who is a unique individual.
Got
And
it.
when you say unique individual, you need to be into some kind of activity through which you can prove your uniqueness. A unique experience, a unique activity, a unique kind of knowledge, a unique sense of creativity, any of them might count. Okay. So that is where Anjali is trying to suggest that what all stuff do you need to add. So if you look at parameters of admission across universities, there are some general parameters. One includes academics between your class 9th to class 12, depending from country to country. Like, for example, United States will look at 9th to 12th. United Kingdom will look at only 10th and 12th. Canada will look at 10th, 11th, and 12th. Singapore will look at 9th to 12th. Australia will look at 10th and 12th. So country to country differs in terms of academics. So safely we can say 9 to 12th. Secondly, in terms of academics, they might also ask for some standardized test scores, which includes SAT, IELTS, or TOEFL. So SAT majorly pertains to United States, and some universities here in India have also started asking for SAT scores. Like for example, Narsi Monji in Mumbai, if you do not want to write the entrance of Narsi Monji, which is the NPAT, you can also go through the SAT exam. If you have more than 1350, you can directly land into Narsi Monji. Okay. So that is a possibility which is growing.
Understood.
So standardized test scores, academic scores, then comes your co-curricular activities. So co-curricular means all activities which are related to your curriculum. For example, Olympiads, quizzes, or say, any particular academic based research project that you have, done. So those can also be qualified as activities. Beyond that, then there is extracurricular. Now here is a chance to create a unique advantage for every candidate. For example, let's say you go out and look into some internships for a few days. Okay, maybe in your summers or maybe while doing school, we get you a internship, which is, let's say, work from home and is online. Once you complete that internship, believe you me, that you are 90% ahead of the rest of the candidates who are applying for this course. Okay. Also, these universities, they majorly like to look at people who are not selfish, who are contributing to the society. For example, the activity that you were discussing,
Yes.
where you're trying to make wool out of milk, okay, is a tremendous activity. Okay. But as it is in a group, okay, so the impact of that will be counted as a group activity, not as an individual activity. So, for example, we can take a minuscule activity. Let's say, do you love pets?
No.
Okay. Okay, great. It's absolutely fine. Do you feel related to the environment?
Yes.
Okay. So, let's say you plan to plant approximately, let's say, 5,000 new trees in the city that you live. And that will not be easy. You'll have to take requisite permissions. Okay. You'll have to have those saplings. You'll have to have those saplings probably without involving any cost. So you'll have to talk to the right authorities. So there is a lot of networking that will be required on one hand. And on the second hand, you will need hordes of people who can go around with you and plant those trees at requisite locations. But if you are, if it's successful, if you are able to do it, it's a humongous change that you bring in. Because, you're trying to affect the character of the next generation by doing it. Okay. So this is the way that, universities start looking at people as to how you affect other people's life and how you tend to become different than the rest of the people and how people will be able to learn something out of you. Okay. So this is what we are specialized in doing. So what we do is we plan activities with you based on your interest. As right now, we asked you a question that, do you love pets? And you directly said no. Then we asked you that, do you like environment? Do you feel, associated with that? You immediately said yes. So this is the way to go about it. So once we know that what are the likes and dislikes of Avinash, we will be able to plan out certain activities related to problems around us. And we will be also helping you in executing that plan of action. Okay. But
Nice.
obviously, the execution will be yours. Ours
Absolutely.
is only consulting, yours is the execution part. Right?
That is what would be valued, isn't it? At
Absolutely.
the end of the day. Yeah.
Ultimately, we are not in the picture. The university does not know us. The transaction is in between you and the university. And all of these activities, some of them may not be even certified. Okay. For example, let's say I'm doing a community service on my own. I'm not associated with an NGO. So how do I get it certified? I won't have a certification. So probably what can I do is I can have some videos or probably some photographs of my tasks that I do. Okay. Only those can be uploaded. That is one way. Secondly, when you are writing your statement of purpose or your personal statement, these actions will come into place there. These are experiences that you're gathering, and you'll be able to learn something out of that, and you'll be able to talk about them. The way you talk in that essay regarding this particular activity, the university will be able to make out that how deep are you inside that activity, right?
Okay.
So never think about these activities as activities that can take you through an admission process. Genuinely, you should take these activities as activities that you really want to do and activities that will help the world around you. If your thinking process is this way, then possibly you will do things which most of us will think as impossible to be done. Okay.
Absolutely.
So that is how things are. So for doing this entire activity, there is a process that we follow, which I think Anjali, you can explain the mentorship process to him, and probably he'll be able to understand that. I have a couple of things more to tell you. Sir, when you are deciding about abroad applications, it is very, very important to know about the pros and cons of applying to any country.
Yes.
Although it is pretty advanced stage at the moment to say that these are the countries that we want to apply to. You still have an amount of time where you can decide, but still there should be some basic thought process. Now, there are certain parameters of deciding the countries. The parameters could be cost, stay back policy, quality of education, and the quality of life. I think for a undergraduate student, these are the four most important factors.
Absolutely.
Like
Agreed.
for example, yeah, so for example, let's say you're sending a kid to UK, your actual spending will be somewhere around 1.25 crores
Of
in a
course.
period
Yes.
of 3 years. So that's quite a handsome amount of money, and you would not like the kid to come out of that course and immediately come back to India. That's not, something that I'm looking forward.
Correct. Correct.
You would look forward to having some job opportunity so that the child can have some relevant experience before they come back to India, and they start in India at a very, very decent platform.
Great.
In regards to that, UK will give us actually 2 years of a job search visa, post-study job search visa. That means after completion of the work, they give us 2 years of time to look for jobs.
Okay. Great.
So that is one opportunity. If you look at Canada, the opportunity there is humongous. They are already looking for 1.5 lakh immigrants every year to come and settle down in Canada. Okay, number one. Number two, their course duration is 4 years. The cost of study there is in between 80 lakhs to 1.5 crores for a period of 4 years, inclusive of your stay. But the most important part is that their most programs have an internship policy where you can earn from 6 months to 1 year of experience along with your studies.
Oh, okay. Great. Great.
So when you go out in the market, you already have some relevant experience in your,
Experience. Also. Yes.
making your job finding possibilities easier. Okay. So that is Canada's, pro, I would say. On the other hand, if you look at Europe, the cost of your tuition will be very low there. Approximately say 60 to 70 lakhs should be the total cost in a period of 3 years to complete a course in Europe. Okay. But the amount of time that they will allow you to stay back and look for jobs or the job search visa
It
is
will
just year.
right.
It's just 1 year. Okay. On the other hand, if you look at a country like Australia, which is a growing, possibility for all Indians. So there are 8 universities there, which are top-notch universities, and all of them now are providing scholarships for particularly Indian students.
Oh, great.
And that amount is between $10,000 to $40,000 per year.
Wow, that's a huge amount. Yeah.
Plus, their job search visa is now 4 years, 3 to 4 years of job search visa.
Oh,
So
great.
practically, we can say that they are actually looking forward to people to come over from India and stay back in their country and increase their GDP. Okay. So this is how the parameters of country selections are. So probably I've just given a seedling to your thought process. Probably you
Agreed.
can nurture it further and finalize your countries. Okay. Now, generally, all of these countries, as I mentioned earlier, they are looking at a holistic set of parameters for your admission. And that is what we are trying to prepare you for. We have
Understood.
been in this business for almost 17 years. Okay. My colleague Anjali has been in this business for one third of that time. I mean, she's been there for
Wow.
6, 7 years. Although
Great,
she
great.
looks very young, but she's been there for 6.5, 7 years, which is quite an astonishing amount of time. So that's why she's so confident about the activities and the kind of things that you need to do. Okay.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
when we are starting to work, what will we do and how will we work is something that she understands the best. So Anjali, if
Mhm.
you can please explain them that how does the mentorship process work? How does the parent track the program? And how much amount of time the child will have to spend on the program. So because he's already involved in too many things, he's
Right,
involved in BSc studies, he's involved in the Pratham preparation. So he
right,
might be puzzled that we are putting in another set of tasks on him. Okay.
right.
Precise. This is
So
what even I was wondering too.
yeah, no worries. But
Yeah,
Avinash, one thing
I
for sure
just
that
connect my charger wire here. Yeah.
so Avinash, one thing for sure that when you are looking at top-notch universities, please
Mhm.
understand that going to top-notch universities is just like celebrating Diwali, wherein the rockets are coming from all ends. So
right.
you should be able to handle or juggle between a lot of things.
No.
Until and unless you are able to do that, you are not a top-notch university. Sorry, unless you are able to do that, you are not a top-notch university. Prospect, right? So Anjali, you can carry on from here. Okay, I have a call to attend. I'll just
Sure,
come
sir,
back.
sure. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, nice talking to you if you're not joining. Thank you for your valuable inputs.
Yes, sir. So basically, I hope pretty much you got the idea about the profile and everything, right? So basically, here what sir wants to tell you that all these international universities majorly looking for you as a person, that what kind of a personality you are and why you want to pursue certain course that you want to do it, right? And how does we help here is like we do assist student to build their profile as an individual, right? Whatever the activities you are doing from your school end, it will be a team activity somehow, right? Let's suppose if we are saying that there are 10 students in your school, so all 10 of them is your competition, right? Whether you're applying to India, whether you're applying to abroad, everybody's your competition. You have to somehow reach to a top level and you have to compete with them, so you cannot do the same thing that they are doing. That's why you have to do something different, right? So that's how we do help here. We do assist, we provide mentorship here. It will be an individual mentorship. It's not like a classroom where 10 students are sitting and doing the same thing. It will be individual one where we are going to assign you two mentors, right? So two mentors is basically yeah. So two mentors is basically one is the senior and the second one is the junior one. The first one is going to make all the main idea behind what you need to do, how to you need to do, and what are the steps of doing it, right? Second one is the person who is going to help you on the regular basis to let you complete the task and provide you the sources which need to required while completing the task. Fine. So let's suppose I'll give you the example. If we are doing any kind of a research paper, let's suppose maybe you're interested toward finance and we are writing a research paper on that how did this UK and Russia war affect our economy system in India, right? So if you're writing some kind of research paper on that, so how do we are going to help you from selecting the topic of the research paper, from helping you to writing the research paper to publish the research paper. We are going to assist you on all the steps. Yeah, there are a lot of platforms where you people are not getting any kind of internship, right? There are a lot of students who don't know that 10th and 11th kind of a student can also do the virtual internships, right? So
Absolutely.
here we also provide you the assistance for a virtual experiences as well. There's two things. One is internship and another one is virtual experiences, where you are doing internship while from your home only. Yeah. And something we can also work on a community service, that sir have told you that if you like, you want to work on an environmental project, or you want to do something else, maybe you can say that I'm good in marketing, I'm good in digital marketing. Maybe you can help some local shopkeeper to help him to build his business in the digital platform also. So this is also considered as a community service only. Anything you are doing as an individual to help your society is considered as a community service. Yeah. So this is what we are going to do. And how we are going to do that, it will be a weekly wise. Let's suppose I have given you some task, I'll give you a week time where the junior mentor will be regular in touch with you. You have to complete the task within a week. Then we'll step to the second part. Okay. That let's suppose we have started with the research topic. We have given you the time of 1 week to do some kind of a research on this XYZ topic. After a week, we will sit together, we will finalize that what you have done a research, and what are the topic you have finalized, and what the second step of doing writing a research paper. Then we'll do it for the second week, and this is how the things go. Meanwhile, in this time, you will also do the small task, like maybe participating in some competitions. Maybe sometime you also might be not aware about certain things. Okay, let's suppose if you talk about, say you ki, okay, just give me some idea about the stock market, and you are not aware about it. You might have to get some knowledge about it first, right? So I might give you some Coursera courses where you are getting the knowledge about what is stock market, how we do it, and kind of a thing, right? So that's how the things go, like step by step. Okay. So it is nothing like that I have given you a task. Let's suppose you have a classes of Pratham as well, and you have a school also. So आपका एक time slot fixed रहता है, this is the time slot you have to attend it. So there is flexibility in task here, that you can complete the task whenever you have time, maybe early morning, maybe late night, in the evening, after lunch, or whatever you are comfortable. But we need to complete the task within a week. Okay, that's how this process goes here with the this international department here. Okay.
Question
So
over there. Sorry to interrupt you. Like,
sure,
when
sir.
do we need to start these activities? Actually, is there a time frame for this?
So basically, it will be great if we can start as soon as possible, because if in case you think to apply for abroad university, so by next year September you need to start applying to the universities. So right now you only have 10 months to build your CV.
Right.
Okay, approximately. And university is very smart enough to know this thing, that why are you doing it? You have to start it little bit earlier. Why? So that you can showcase to the university that you are doing it all these activity because you want to do it. You are interested towards all these things. It's not like you are just building your profile to impress the university.
Agreed.
Right. That's why, although whatever the startup thing that your Shark Tank things you are doing, it is going to add on a value. But that's what I've asked you, that there are three people, and somehow it will be a contribution of a three people. So it won't consider as a, as an individual.
That's an individual activity.
You have to show that what is Avinash as a person, why Avinash want to pursue XYZ course as a person, why Avinash thinks that this course suits him well. Okay, so that's why you have to do as a few certain things as an individual also. And what is the thing here is that abroad universities is more interested towards the people who are more focused towards their goals, who have the leadership qualities, and who are the students who want to do something for their society as well. Okay, anything, matlab aaj ke date mein these people know that going to NGO and collecting a certificate is very easy. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So something, it's okay if we don't have the certificate of certain things, but we have done it, we can prove it while taking pictures and certain kind of a thing. But you have to do something different which other person of your class member is not doing. That's how it's going to help you. And it's not only going to help you for abroad one, you're talking about IIMs also. So in whatever the institute in India where you have to give interviews, this extracurriculars need to be, it's going to help you there. Okay, even in IIMs as well. Okay, so that's what is the thing.
Agreed.
Yeah, so that how we do, we have a WhatsApp group where your parents, our mentor, our all team member will be there. Whatever the work will be done, every task will be submitted in the group only, and monthly wise we keep a parent meeting also, and we also give a report of your monthly task you have done, and your whatever the achievement you have achieved in the last month. We'll give all the reports to your parents as well, so that they can also check. Okay, so that's how we work. So it's a flexible thing. There is nothing, there is no pressure. You have to complete the task on this time only, kind of a thing. There are certain kind of Olympiads, maybe some international competition and international work. Jahan pe we will also give you months time also. Like you have 1 month to complete this task, right? When you are preparing yourself for any kind of Olympiad, they give you 1-2 months time also to prepare yourself for it. So that's how the thing, you have to manage a timetable, you have to work with the time management here if you want to target both the places, India or abroad.
For these entrance exams, I understand the extracurricular activities wise, actually, there isn't any schedule pressure, but these Olympiads which are going, if he has to write, right? Say, for you have anything probably in your mind, I don't know right now at this point in time. But when are these things actually coming up? We would like to see those schedules actually, right? If he has to write them. So that would help him actually to prepare for those.
Yeah.
I understand. So basically, these events, they can come out at any point of time, but
Okay.
they come out with good amount of time for preparation. So,
Okay.
for example, there is a, let's say, for an example, that there is a IIT math quiz which is to be held, let's say, in the month of February.
Okay.
Okay. So the registration will start somewhere in the month of October, November, and the actual test will happen in the month of February. So
Right.
we push you the notification in the month of October and November only, meaning that you should start your preparation in case you are registering for the same. Okay.
Yes.
So on your end, you will have to check that what is your engagement in the month of February and what is the engagement period for the for the previous 3 months, so that you will be able to prepare for that entrance or the quiz contest that we are talking about.
Mm-hmm.
If you are uncomfortable with it, you can put down the request as well. Okay, it's saying that, I'm thoroughly engaged and I will not be able to participate. So that's absolutely fine.
Agreed.
Okay. So this is how it works, and majorly the competitions that we share come down from top-notch universities in India, and some of them from top-notch universities outside India also. So the student wings of these universities, they construct certain events in which they ask young students to participate. And it's a big platform to participate and gain some experience out of it.
Agreed.
And
So
for
far,
me,
sorry to interrupt there.
it's okay.
So far, we haven't seen such kind of things being shared with us. I believe that is going to start from now onwards.
Yes, sir, because the Indian wing that you were dealing with are not supposed to, get into these kind of activities. Their major focus is typically the entrance,
Right.
wherein the aptitude part plays.
Yes.
Now, for us, our tremendous focus remains totally on extracurricular activities and admissions in abroad universities. So that is where you'll be able to see this kind of an engagement starting from now, when you engage with us for this particular program by enrolling in that program. Okay?
Agreed. Agreed. Okay.
Anything else that we would that you want us to share?
Uh, the exams and the actual application process for this, actually, right? Say we have chosen some countries, right? Maybe, for example. So how do we actually write the application and the process for that? And what timelines actually we would be attempting these? If there is any curriculum, maybe any schedule sort of thing that is being available to us, probably we would be well equipped to handle that, actually, right? So that is.
So, as this meeting is being recorded and it will be sent to you, so no need to write this,
Okay.
but we explain that what can be the possible dates.
Right.
by country, United States will start its application process on in the first week of August, and they have 3 cycles of admission. The first cycle ends on 15th of November. That is called the early action and the early decision. The second cycle begins from 15th of November onwards and goes up to say end of December. That is called the regular cycle, and then begins the late cycle. So that is how cycle wise it progresses. If you look at other countries of the world, all of them, they majorly begin in the month of September and close down by the mid of January.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Sure.
Now, the application team will also be supporting you here. So we are not only into profiling, we are also into executing the application. So in fact, I will be talking to you in the month of June or July, where we will be devising a strategy against the list of universities to be applied. Okay. Again, that will be based on certain parameters like scholarships, cost, tuition fee, location, rankings, scores, etc. So we will give you a Google spreadsheet where you'll have all the research pointers, and you will go through each of those links, and thereafter you'll say that, yes for this university and no for this university. So you'll be in that situation. So once you've done that, the universities for which you have mentioned yes, for them, we will give you a set of documentation for which you'll have to go to school and get those documents. They're pretty simple documents, and most of the schools are equipped to handle those queries. Once you get those documents, then we can file the application. And from July, August itself, we will be starting to write our essays. So there are some common platforms which are used while taking admissions. Like for UK, we use the UCAS. For Canada, there is a major platform called OUSC. And for US, we use Common App. Now, they have their certain norms or general instructions and general essays that have to be written. So those can be written earlier, like July, August, we can start writing them. We can keep on editing them. The team will help in editing the document. The basic structure obviously has to be written by Avinash because they will be experiences of life.
That is what would count. Yeah.
And then we will only edit and beautify the document. We'll get it approved from you. Once you approve, we will upload. Rest of all the minor details that have to be filled in the form, that will be done by the team. So you don't have to worry about that. The logins will be created by the team and will be shared by both the parties, as well as the forms will be filled up by us. The essays are written by you. The editing is done by us, uploaded by us. Letter of recommendations will be edited by us if required. Statement of purpose will be edited by us, okay, and uploaded by us. Once we are done with all of that, and we submit the application in requisite time, we should get offers in between January to April from these universities.
Great.
Now, there might be multiple offers that we get. So in the month of April, probably, we will be able to decide that which of these universities we will be finally going to. And we will pay a small amount as a token money to reserve the seat. And thereafter, after the final mark sheet comes out, we submit that, we get a final offer, and then we can go on for the visa purposes.
Excellent.
So till August 2024, the process will keep on moving, and we will be with you till then.
2024 or 23?
2024, sir.
24. Okay. After the completion of the 12. Okay. Understood. Sure. Got it.
Okay. So now what we'll do is, after the completion of this meeting, Anjali will shoot you an email that will have the scope of our services and our financials and our bank details. So you can have a look at that. And in case you give us a go ahead, so that would mean paying up 50% of the amount, we will create that WhatsApp group and we will start focusing on our activities. So that is how we go about it from here.
Okay. Got it.
Right. So after shooting the mail, Anjali will give you a call for confirmation of the receipt. and she will, give you a call back, let's say another 2 days from today. Is that okay?
How about Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday? How about Friday? Yeah.
Whatever you're comfortable with. So Friday, what time do you suggest for us to call?
Yeah, anytime in the evening, because mornings usually I'm occupied with some project related work and things like that. So
What
maybe
are you?
four to same time works for me. 4 to 6 anytime.
Just wanted to know, out of my inquisitiveness, what are you into, sir?
I'm a director in HCL Technologies. Yeah, so I look after the software Cisco division. So that's my responsibility.
So fine. So Anjali will just shoot you a mail, and we will probably again touch base with you next Friday. Right?
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you so much for your time. Avinash, I hope all the queries were sorted, or you have still some.
All right.
Thank you so much for your time. I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, Avinash. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank
Nice
you.
meeting you.
Thank you.
Ma'am.
Same here, sir. Same here. Thank you.
Thank you.